KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
What's up with y'all? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Morning After Show. It's your boy KO, KO 86, Knockout Boxing 86, whatever you want to call me. And we back. I got KQ backstage, and we ready to get rocking and rolling with y'all. Let me bring up the OG. Let me get the right background for us right there. And then let me bring up KQ. KQ, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? How you feel?
Man, I'm chilling, ready for a good show. Got a lot of good topics to talk about, and good to see you this morning, man. Ready to get going. How's everything over there in Chi-Town, Chi-City, man? What's going on in Chirac, man?
Man, everything going on right in the rack, man. So far, the usual.
Yeah.
So only 15 people got shot this weekend, so it wasn't that bad.
Damn, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot, man. Look, let me see who all in the building early, then we're gonna get straight to it for y'all because we got a lot to talk about. Y'all, please smash the like button. If you got a social media platform, please share this live. Let everybody know we over here talking boxing this morning. Donate to the channel, hit the super chat. We got our cash apps down there, man. Y'all show some love and some support for the hard work and dedication this morning. We got all things in the building. What's good? Barbara D, what's going on, Barbara? We got KQKC obviously in the building. Hardcore Casual, what's up? Todd Drakeford, Von Wise, Windy City Assassin, Cal Cooley, what's happening? Av Boy JR, DC Dre, my brother Best Dad Ever, Alan Sostain. We got D Willie Thomas, AJ64, Kurt Hurd, Marzi. And then real quick, yesterday when I was live, I got a cash app that I didn't shout out. So let me do that now. Shout out to my brother Jay Wilson with the 5-piece in the cash app. He said, this is what he said yesterday. He said, I wanted to debate Boxing Hacker. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. Keyshawn Davis voice. That's what he said. That's what he said, man. OG Walk on Water was good. AT Smooth, what's happening with you? KQ, look, we didn't have a whole lot of boxing this weekend, but you know how we do. We can take a slow weekend and turn it into a great show because we got a lot of other things that we can talk about this morning. First and foremost, you mentioned it to me. 1P, what's up? First and foremost, you mentioned it to me before we started the show about Clarissa Shields and her attitude towards Amanda Serrano. What do you think of old Clarissa? Some people agree with how she reacted to what Cameron and Mace were saying. Some people calling her petty, calling her a hater. Where do you land on that, man? What you think of Clarissa Shields? Kind of I think she hating on Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor a little bit. But what you think of Clarissa Shields and her attitude since last week's huge Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight? What you think about what she got going on right now, man?
Well, this is nothing new. This has happened many times before by Clarissa Shields, and it happened to Amanda Serrano when she went 3-minute rounds. Of course, Clarissa Shields said she mentioned 3-minute rounds. She wanted to go 3-minute rounds. Yes, she did mention it, but see, Amanda Serrano, she did it, and that's the difference. She did it, and also with that Netflix card last week, she was the highlight of that card. Now, what Cameron and Mace was trying to say is that it was watched by a record-breaking number of eyes. They didn't say that she was the main event and that they watched the main event with so many, because all the people that watched, they were still there to watch all the fights. So that's what they were trying to say. So Clarissa Shields bring up her and Samantha Marshall, and they did great numbers then. But Clarissa Shields gotta understand that the women boxing is a short window. It's not that many women boxers. And what Amanda and Katie did was they set the bar. They set the bar high. Not only with the number of people at the gate, people with eyes, also the money. The money. They made the highest paid that a woman boxer have ever made. So, I mean, I ain't mad. I'm not mad at Serrano because she did the right thing. She stated and kept it mature. All she did was responded back with an emoji, and smiling. That's all she did. So Clarissa Shields, she's the one in her feelings. She's the one in her feelings. So, but hey, I'm with Mace, on this one, so it is what it is. And I'm sorry, one more thing. Listen, when you cornered, every time someone's cornered, and this is not only with Clarissa, everybody else, when you cornered and you don't have no way out, what you do, you holler racism. You holler racism. Nobody want to support the black women. No. Clarissa, hello. Cameron and Mace are black men. Okay? So stop. Cut it out. And cool down. That's all I have with that one. Man.
Yeah, I think there's certain people that can't stand for the shine to be on somebody else. So every time the shine gets on them, they start hating, or they try to bring it back to them. And Clarissa does this a lot, right? I remember when they posted the two division undisputed champions in boxing, and clearly they're talking about the men's sport. And here comes Clarissa Shields. Oh, don't forget about me. Don't forget, like you're in a different sport. They're not talking about you right now. They're talking about the men that have done it. But she couldn't stand the fact that somebody was mentioning something without bringing her in it. You know what I mean? And so she wanted to point out that her and Savannah Marshall, it was the most watched where women were headlining the event and not men. So basically, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, the only reason they got those numbers was because of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. At the end of the day, who cares? People's eyeballs was on that fight, and that's good for your sport. That's good for boxing. It's not their fault that you said you would never be on Jake Paul's undercard, and you never be on his undercard to work for him. You could probably have all them eyes on you. I would rather, instead of seeing Clarissa Shields versus Baumgardner as a main event where don't nobody care about it, don't nobody watch it or whatever. Let's say Jake Paul fights some other YouTuber next, or he fights some other old person next that's not in boxing anymore, and they can get millions and millions of people to watch. I'd rather Clarissa Shields and Elisa Baumgardner be on that card because she's gonna have more eyes on her. She can get more shine that way. But she's too prideful to do something like that. So when you carry yourself that way, certain opportunities, certain things you're gonna miss out on. But I don't think Amanda Serrano or Katie Taylor deserve those types of shots. For no reason. just because Amanda Serrano is tied to Jake Paul. She's making more money than you. She's taking advantage of what's in front of her to be marketable and stuff. Those are things that you could do as well. You just choose not to do them. So I feel like taking a shot at Cameron and Mace, who obviously are casual boxing fans, so they probably misspoke and said something wrong when they said it was the most. They said something that was wrong. I forgot what they said, but it wasn't factually correct to just go at them like that and talk about how you hate black men who hate black women or whatever. I don't think they hate you. They just, first of all, Serrano got ties to New York. They from New York, so they riding with their city first. Number one. Number two, they don't talk about you because you don't be having cards like that. You go to Flint, Michigan, and you fighting on pay-per-view.com or some shit that diehards got to watch, so you don't get coverage like that. So you need to go back, fight Savannah Marshall, you know, try to cut weight, see if you can fight Baumgartner, see if they put you on a popular card, and then maybe you'll get some more shine. You can have more eyeballs on you. But this petty shit, this what about me shit, I wish she would stop that shit, man. It's not a good look at all. So that's my thoughts on it, man. She's still the GOAT to me, still the best women's boxer to me. But you got to give Amanda Serrano her respect. I think an 9-division champion or some crazy shit like that. That got a hella fire resume. She deserves her respect too. And just let her and Katie Taylor have a moment in the sun, man. Let them have their shine without you trying to butt in on it and try to make people talk about you and shit. Let them have their shit, man. Don't do that. So that's really all I got on it, man. I ain't got much else. You got anything else on that?
No. No. It just said that Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, they in the age of 37 years of age. You know, so they not they don't have too far to go in the sport of boxing. So,
you in your 20s, so you can take the torch gonna get passed to you, and let's see what you do with it. You know what I mean? I think Clarissa's issue is she's so good she ain't got no rival. Like Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor kind of on the same level, so when they fight, it's really, really close or whatever. Clarissa Shields just be watching everybody, so she ain't got no real rival. I mean, the closest thing was Savannah Marshall, and she beat Savannah at her own game, but they need to run that back.
Right.
They need to run that back. That like women, like you said when you first started talking, there's not a lot of women boxers. So when you fight, when you get a good one, y'all need to just fight as many times as you can, as many times as people want to see it. Whether you think she deserves a rematch or not, they need to be fighting shit. Ain't nothing else for them out there. Unless you want Shakur to fight Franchon Cruz DeZern, who she beaten like her first or second fight already when she first turned pro. Unless you want to see him fight again, like she need to get back in there with Savannah Marshall. But that's all I got on it, man. I ain't really got much else to say on that, bro.
You know, and just real fast, you touched on something there, right? And I've been saying this for about 3-4 years. Every fighter needs a dance partner that they tied into. Now, I don't know if you remember, but Mickey Ward, Arturo Gatti, remember their wars, right? Remember Marquez, Pacquiao wars. When you mention those names, you know, they always got a rivalry. They always got somebody they tied into. You know, Errol Spence will always be tied into Terrence Crawford, if you like it or not, because they went at it for 5, 6, 7 years, you know, before that fight happened. So it's always someone that you're gonna be tied into, you know, if you like it or not, you know. So that's how I look at it. So, but that's all I have, man. All right.
Boxing Hacker with the 10-piece in the super chat says Cam did lie though. Originally, Cameron Taylor versus Randall. Originally, Cameron said Taylor versus Serrano 1 was the biggest watched women's event with 1.5 million views, but it wasn't. It was Shields versus Marshall at over 2 million. Okay, he probably misspoke or lied, as you say, but the second Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fight had 74 million people watching it. So,
woo, man,
okay, like okay. Okay,
that's a lot of people, man.
Serrano and Taylor got 2 of the 3 most watched women's fights of all time, and the one that they got number 1 is not even close. What's 74 divided by 2? That's 36 times more than what Shields and Marshall did. So, I mean, that's cool. He got the first one wrong, but the point is they had 74 million people watch them when they fought. So It is what it is. Shout out to my boy Boxing Hacker in that super chat though. All right, KQ. So one thing I want to talk about, man, some real big news over the weekend. Apparently, Zepeda hurt his hand. He got a hand injury now. So we will not be seeing Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. But don't worry, y'all. Don't worry. Shakur Stevenson and George Kambosos have been going back and forth. And George Kambosos is signed to Matchroom. So looks like we might possibly get Shakur versus Kambosos, or we could get Shakur Stevenson versus trash ass Joe Cordina, as Blunt Sports put in the chat. What do you think? First, William Zepeda ducking, and then Shakur Stevenson's options.
Man, listen.
Moving forward.
Shakur can't, man, he can't buy a fight, look like right now. But I think Zepeda, you know, he's trying to duck somewhat because he came out and stated that he'd rather fight Gervonta Davis than fight Shakur Stevenson. He believes that it would be a better fight. And of course, I think it would too. But Zepeda, no, he knew what he was signing up for to fight Shakur once he got past Tavern Farmer. But Tavern Farmer wants a rematch. But I can see that he might be hurt because they was in there letting their hands go. Something that Shakur is not going to do. Shakur Stevenson is going to hop out, hop back in, hop back out. And do just like Gervonta says, don't slip no punches. He's just going to move back, move forward, and get out the way. He don't like to get hit. That's just who he is. Now, Zepeda, he might like, hey, I don't want to fight a boring fighter. So what Shakur going to have to do is he's going to have to find another fighter because Tank is occupied. He's occupied for March the 1st. So therefore, Zepeda, good fighter, and sooner or then later, he might have a chance to fight Gervonta Davis. I don't know who's on that list, that hit list they call it for Tank, but I'm quite sure Zepeda should be on there somewhere. But I mean, what Shakur gonna do? This is what I keep telling everyone. Eddie Hearn is bad luck. This dude is not gonna make a big star.
That boy need a rabbit's foot, boy, or goddamn lucky number 7 in his pocket or something. Boy, that dog, he can't get no fights with Eddie, bro.
I mean,
God damn, Eddie be fucking people's career up, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying, right? And I said, well, at least Shakur got a 2-fight deal. That can't hurt too much. I was like, well, now, damn, it can't hurt too much, right?
Yeah, bro.
But I mean, you know, and this is why Turkey don't mess with him no more. You know, Turkey don't want to deal with Eddie too much anymore because, you know, he losing now. He's on Frank Warren's side now. So now I don't know what Zepeda is going to do now, but sit and wait. Now, of course, you got Loma right now. Loma might feel like fighting next year. I don't know. But then again, Tank Davis, one thing he have options. And that's one thing about being on the A side or the top fighter. You have options. Everybody wants that Tank sweepstakes. It's just about who gonna get it. That's what it's all about. So that's how I look at it, man.
Yeah, shout out to Todd Dreyfus with the 5-piece in the super chat. She say, do we call Zepeda a duck if he opts to fight a guy like Tank versus a guy like Shakur? Nah, but if that was the case, then we wouldn't call him a duck, but he ain't fighting Tank. Tank already got a fight. So, you know, I need some proof. I need some hand x-rays or some shit. I need proof that shit is broke. Until then, he ducked. So that's his way out. If he could show some x-rays that he got a fucking broken hand and he really can't fight, or he, you know what I mean, he got some surgery or something, then we could rock with it. Until then, that boy duck. As far as Shakur Stevenson, first of all, him and George Kambosos going back and forth, man. No, thank you, bro. George Kambosos has really lost 4 of his last 5 fights. They got him a win over Maxie Hughes, but if anybody watched that fight, Maxie Hughes outboxed the shit out of George Kambosos and got robbed. So he's lost 3 of his 4 fights on last 4 fights on BoxRec, and really 4 of his last 5 fights by my eyes. And he just looked trash, bro. He just been trash. He been trash. And before he started losing those fights, he was barely winning by split decision. His last I was looking at it before we started. Let me see if I can find this shit. Hold on. Because I was shocked, bro. Give me a second. George Kambosos.
Now, George Kambosos, he's tough knockout. He's a tough, but he just don't have no fundamental sound type of style. You know, he's tough. He can take a punch, but and still keep coming. But
Yeah.
he just don't have no footwork, and I don't know. It's just there's a lot missing there.
Since 2019, majority decision against Mickey Bay, split decision against Lee Selby, split decision against Lopez, lost to Devin, Rob Maxie Hughes knocked out by Lomachenko, man. That's all since 2019. Get the fuck out of my face. I am not checking for no damn Shakur Stevenson versus no goddamn George Kambosos. So other than that, if they bring back the Cordina fight, it's just as trash today as it was 3 months ago. Cordina moving up in weight, coming off of a knockout loss. You know, this is what happened when you sign to a promoter that ain't got no motherfucking fights for you, bro.
Yeah.
This is what and I hate it. You know, I guess the saving grace for Shakur fans is that they can just say, well, everybody's ducking. I don't care. Like, yes, he getting ducked. But at the end of the day, people are gonna remember, did you get the fights or not, bro? And he signed somewhere where he can't get no fights. They about to offer him up Joe Cordina. George Kambosos already talking crazy, talking about come to Australia, drop your belt and move up to 140. So George Kambosos don't even want to come to 135 to fight him for his title, talking about drop your belt, which we know Shakur is not going to do.
Right.
And other than that, you got Cordina, you got Zelfa Berry, you got all these UK fighters coming up in weight that Eddie can offer you. He can't offer you shit else, bro.
Yeah.
He can't offer you nothing else. So what's the point of being over there, man? I guess they happy he get a bag. So he went and signed somewhere where he can cry about getting ducked and then just get money for fighting lesser competition, man. It's just not a good look, bro. And I hate that this happened to him. It's a clear duck by Zepeda. It's a clear duck by Zepeda, which is why it's important as a fighter when you become a free agent to make the right decision with who you sign to, who you put your career in the hands of, and make sure you make the proper decision. Because now, because he got his goddamn deal with Matchroom, ain't shit over there for him. Blunt Sports, I'm not trying to hear that shit. They would have better backup plans for him, dog. They would have better backup plans for him. Now, I'm not trying to hear that shit. And as a free agent, they have no choice but to put names on the contract for you or you don't sign. He didn't try to do that. Y'all got to stop making excuses for this young man. He didn't try to force their hand and say, put names on my paperwork. Do this, do that. Y'all are just making excuses for him, dog. Get off his dick, bro. Please.
Yeah.
Please, bro. It's bad, dog. The man has no options. Go ahead, KQ.
Now, and I got to say this, knockout. Now, what would Zepeda gain from ducking Shakur?
Ability to keep fighting bums, get ranked in another sanctioning body, and wait on somebody to drop the belt or wait on somebody to move up, and just keep fighting trash.
Okay.
Stay undefeated. Wait on Tank to call your name if Tank want to fight a Mexican. Because if you lose to Shakur, that Tank fighter is off the table. That's the risk versus reward, right? You lose to Shakur, you'll never get the Tank fight. If you beat him, people start demanding that shit immediately for William Zepeda. But what is William Zepeda and Oscar De La Hoya gonna do? Well, he called us for Ryan. Ryan was undefeated. We just gonna stay undefeated.
Right. Okay.
So Cal Cooler says, what moves would you say is the best for Shakur to make from here? Man, you got to fight out your 2-fight deal, and then the next time you're a free agent, you go to different promoters for the fights. You do what Devin Haney did. You do what Canelo Alvarez does. You make them give you a 2-fight deal where they put the names on the paper. These are the people that are willing to fight you. Here is who we're offering up. And if you like the names, you take the deal. If you don't like the names, that's when you go on your Twitterson shit. That's when you turn into Shakur Twitterson. I met with PBC. They didn't even put Tank name on the paperwork. They tried to give me this dude and this dude. Okay, now we cooking them. Now we cooking Tank. I met with Top Rank. They wouldn't even put these names on the paperwork that I asked them for. they gave me this name and this name. That's why I didn't take that deal. And so now I'm over here just taking the money because when I went and met with these promoters, everybody else was ducking me. That is what you do. The issue is he talks too much. And so his fans can't defend him. So when you talk as much as he does, you don't get to get quiet now. You have to let people know what's going on. When you get to accuse people of ducking you when they cross promotional, and then you become a free agent and now you get quiet, you don't get to do that. You got to go meet with these people, prove you want these fights, and then say, I'm not signing here because they ducked me over there. These fighters didn't want smoke. You don't get to get quiet now. You tweeted 11,767 times this year alone. You can't get quiet now. Don't get quiet now. You got to let the people know what's going on. He's talking shit back and forth about George Kambosos right now. Him and George Kambosos are talking crazy right now, KQ. They going back and forth. If you can talk crazy with Kambosos, you can meet with somebody as a free agent and then say, well, they wouldn't offer me what I was looking for. Here's what I was looking for. They wouldn't offer me these fights. He don't get to get quiet now. And that's the issue that his fans will always have with me, bro. He talked too much. If he was somebody that kept shit close to the vest all the time, then you might have something. So it is what it is, bro. And then you get dumbass assumptions like PBC not signing a fighter like Shakur. They had Guillermo Rigondeaux out. They'll fuck with Shakur. Stop it, bro. How would you know? He didn't go over there and meet with him. That's the issue you're gonna always have, bro. Y'all can keep trying that shit. It's just not gonna ever work over here. Go to one of your Shakur channels and y'all will get that shit off. Y'all will tell each other y'all are talking facts. That's facts. Y'all will do all that shit over there. Go do that shit over there, bro. Go find you a Shakur Knob Gobbler channel that's gonna lie to you, and go do that shit over there, bro. Where y'all can hop on the panel and tell each other y'all talking facts when y'all really both full of shit. Go do that, bro. That's facts, bro. That's facts. Everybody ducking Shakur. Don't nobody want no smoke. That's facts. All right, bro. Go do that, dog. Go do that shit. That shit is whack. That shit don't happen over here, bro. Go ahead, KQ. What else you got on?
No, that's about it. Shakur, he got to fight out that 2-fight deal. No matter what, he got his hand hurt or whatever. He still had to push it back, but he still got to honor that contract. Now, who is going to be? I don't know. But I'm quite sure it's going to be someone that he probably going to win or beat, and that's how I look at it. Shakur Stevenson is not a big puncher. He got great defense. But still in all, it's someone that he's gonna fight that I hate to say it, but it'll be a little bit boring. The fight is gonna be just like his other fights. They are exactly look the same, so that's how I look at it.
There you go, bro. I'll stop crying. There you go. I'll stop crying. Come back tomorrow or don't. There you go. I'll stop crying for you. Come back tomorrow or don't. Or don't. However you want to play. You's already on thin ice being cool with niggas that disrespect me anyway. So go ahead, bro. Come back tomorrow or don't. It's your choice. I could care less. Anyway, KQ, moving on, bro. Let's get to Errol Spence Jr., bro.
Okay.
Errol Spence Jr. dropped a video of him and Frank Martin. I guess they were on vacation. They were doing whatever they wanted to do to have fun. But it's going viral. People are talking about how good a shape Earl is in. And he's supposed to be coming back fighting Fundora, and people are kind of going crazy. And it is what it is, bro. What do you think of Earl? And they saying he in shape and he back and this and that. What did you think? Did you see the video that they talking about?
Yeah, okay. I did. Okay.
What you think of what's going on with Earl, man?
Well, Errol Spence, he went through a lot of trauma in his career, especially later on in his career, and also with Derrick James. Now, number one, I wish they could fix that relationship between him and Derrick James. They've been together since they're amateurs. Hey, they both men sit down, work it out. Hey, can we work something out? I can pay you this and that or whatever, because I want to finish my career with you. I don't want to go find another trainer. because you gotta match with that trainer. You gotta find some common ground with that trainer. You never know what can happen with a new trainer. But Errol Spence, he's in shape. He's been in the gym for a while. This is nothing new. He's been in the gym for a while, and hopefully he can get in there and fight Fundora. Now, I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but this is why he had to go through 3 eye doctors, because none of them would sign off on that physical for him to go fight. That was prior, a couple years back. Well, now he's taking a risk with that eye again because he had another surgery that we didn't even know about till afterwards. So, but Errol Spence, no matter what he's been through, I'm still a fan of his. No matter what he has been through, he's tough, and I'm kind of excited, knockout, to see how he looked at 154, because at 147 he was killing himself. If you like it or not, he was killing himself. Now he at 154, maybe now he can feel a little bit better, losing that weight, dropping that weight, and rehydrating back up. I mean, so you might see a new, improved Errol Spence. Now, I won't hold my breath though, but I'm wishing that we will see that. That's what I want. So I'm still a big fan. Because one thing about it, hey, I ride with you too, till the wheels fall off. Just the same way with Jamel Charlo. I ride with him till the wheel fall off, till he don't fight anymore. So, but that's how I look at it. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. So for me, it's hard to just know if he in fighting shape based off of that little short clip of the video. So, but he did look good. He looked happy. My issue is always gonna be the same, though, KQ. Age and inactivity, man. He ain't fought since July 2023. Whenever he do fight, it's gonna be with a new trainer. If we keeping it realistic, if we keeping it realistic and we looking at what's going on in boxing, his earliest he could fight is April or then maybe June, because we know David Benavidez got the February date. We know that Tank Davis got the March date. So then April is open if Earl want to fight in April, and then we know Canelo Alvarez is gonna have the May date for May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and then we know that then he might be able to fight in June. So by the time he get in the ring, that'll be almost 2 years out the ring. So 34, 35 years old, 2 years out the ring, brand new trainer, coming off of the Bud Crawford fight. I just got to see it, bro.
Yeah,
I got to see it. I can't get excited off of a short clip of him looking like he might be in shape. Is he in fighting shape? What's his punch resistance looking like now? How is his fight? How is his trainer gonna be? Who is he gonna be training with now that he's not with Derek James anymore? It's just so many questions surrounding Earl for me to be excited until it's fight week, until he's going out in the ring. And then, Sebastian Fundora, man, that's a tough fight, bro. That's a tough ass fight against a guy that's 6'5", can punch 100 times around, just has physical advantages over you that just really aren't fair in the fucking super welterweight division. He got the reach and length of a goddamn heavyweight. I just need to see how he looks in a fight before I can get excited. It's sad to say, but it's just been too long, man. When you haven't fought in so long, we'd be a fool to not wonder whether or not you're gonna come back and be the same, man. I just need to see it, bro. And then you ain't with Derek James no more. And your last fight ain't like you won your last fight by a landslide, took some time off, and then came back. He got beat up by Bud Crawford, bro.
Yeah.
So how does that affect his durability now? Because that was one thing about Earl. Earl seemed like he was indestructible before Bud Crawford. He just kept coming at you. His fighting style, like, I got this jab, I'm coming at you. I'm throwing 90 punches around. I'm ravaging your body. And ain't nothing you can do with these fundamentals. I'm gonna beat you up for 12 rounds, or I'm gonna stop you. That style is, it's hard to keep that up after that chin go and after you take a whooping, man. It just really is. So we'll see what's next for him, man. I don't want to count him out, but I definitely have a lot more questions than answers based off of that video and that video alone. I need to see who his trainer is and what he got going on, man. That's really all I got on Earl and all of that, man. Oh, one thing I wanted to tell you too and tell the people, the WBO they're not putting Earl in his rankings. So that fight with Fundora that he's having is probably gonna just be for the WBC. They're not gonna let Fundora put his WBO on the line.
Wow.
So because Earl didn't show up in the WBO rankings that just came out. So that's another thing that and so how does that affect Bud Crawford? Because Bud Crawford is WBO mandatory. Are they going to strip Fundora, or they're just not going to allow him to put the belt on the line and he'll still be the WBO champion, but they'll only be fighting for the WBC? You know, it's a lot of questions surrounding that fight, man. But what do you think of the WBO making that decision not to put Earl in their rankings and not to let him and Fundora fight for that WBO belt? What do you think of that, man?
Well, I get it in a way, because in activity, Earl haven't been in the ring since the Crawford fight, you know. So inactivity, you know, plays a big part. That's why I was trying to tell everyone. Lamar Roach, you know, reason why Lamar Roach is there in the first place because everybody else was busy. And Tank Davis, and I told everyone, I even use Errol Spence as an example. You know, inactivity is really, really bad on a fighter. You don't want a fighter to be out the ring too long because, of course, now you got to take a tune up or make sure your fundamentals are there, your skill set is there. You know, now Errol Spence, yes, he looked good in the video. Well, Mike Tyson looked good in his video too, didn't he? But you know, but that's only a snippet because we don't know what we're gonna get when we get Errol Spence. We know what he can do. We know what he used to can do, but can he do it now? And that's the problem. And that's what I'm intrigued about. I would like to see it. But then again, I think they're doing the right thing on knockout, on not putting him in the rankings. Because if they do, he will be way, way down there because of inactivity.
Yeah, and you can't, if you don't make the rankings and you're not top 15 in the WBO, they won't let you fight for their belt. I think that Earl, I don't think he deserves to be in the rankings, bro. I wish that he would be because I want to see a unification with him. I like that he's going straight to the smoke with Sebastian Fundora, but at the end of the day, he's coming off of a loss in 2023 and moving up in weight. How does he deserve to be over guys that's actually winning, been putting in work? How does he deserve to skip over them, man? I agree with what the WBO is doing, to be honest with you. And I really feel like there's other fighters that are more deserving of a Sebastian Fundora fight than Earl is. But he's one of my favorite fighters, so I'm happy he's getting a shot. I'm gonna be rooting for him. It's Dallas, Texas all day. But do he deserve? I can separate the two and say he don't deserve that opportunity. And the WBO is actually the one doing the right thing, and the WBC is doing the wrong thing. To be real with you, by letting a fighter that lost, got stopped in his last fight, move up in weight and get a world title shot. Yeah, that's not a good look. But hey, you know, nepotism and who you know, and I guess being signed to Al Heyman and being a sparring boxer has its perks. So I'm not going to cry too much about it because a lot of other fighters that don't look like Earl, they get them similar type of opportunities. So I'm glad he's getting the opportunity. Can he take advantage of it? That's another question. Does he deserve it? I don't think he deserves it, but hey, it is what it is. It's boxing, baby. We'll see what else. We'll see what happens next. But that's all I got on it. Just questioning him. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, I'm gonna say Joshua Riley. I'm not comparing Mike Tyson at 60 to Errol Spence. I'm not comparing that. Okay, what I'm saying is I'm comparing the video. I'm just comparing how people can show a video or a snippet of a fighter, a kid, a dog, whatever. And then when you see them in real time, it ain't the same like the video. That's all I'm saying. I'm not comparing the two. You know, I mean, now, do you understand? I'm not comparing a 60-year-old Tyson to, you know, Errol Spence. I'm not comparing them. You know, I mean, no, they both, no. Okay, I just want to get that understanding.
Yeah, I know what you meant. They could trick your ass with them videos. Yeah, big facts. Mike Tyson had a lot of people fooled. Not me. Not me. Hey, mad at Mike. What y'all mad at Mike for getting a bag for? Y'all know that man, 60-year-old person, man. The fuck y'all thought Mike was gonna do, man? That shit crazy. But yeah, but the question's gonna remain about Earl, and I'll wrap it up with this. You know, new trainer, inactivity, age, durability, coming off of a devastating loss to Bud Crawford. I'm not finna put all my eggs in that basket. He gonna have to show me, just like anybody else would have to show me, trying to keep my emotions out of it and keep you know, and be objective and give good analysis. And you know, that's the analysis on the situation for me. Y'all be sure to smash the like button. We got 200 people in the building. Donate to the channel, hit the super chat, hit the Cash App. Y'all show your support for the hard work and the grind that we put in. Guess who popped back out, KQ? Guess who's back on the scene, man? Bill Haney, Trill Bill. Bill Haney is back. He is interviewing with the Culture Vulture, Vlad. He is talking about Vlad, and you know he had to take some shots at Gervonta Tank Davis. He says Tank Davis ain't fighting nobody. He say, who is Lamont Roach? Who is Frank Martin? Tank ain't fighting no real boxers. He is back. And he is on his shit. He feel like it has been enough time for him to get back to talking his shit. What do you think of what Bill Haney had to say? That Tank Davis ain't fought no real fighters, that Lamont Roach ain't nobody, Frank Martin wasn't nobody. He say, who? That's what he said, KQ. Vlad asked him. Vlad said, so what did you think about the Frank Martin fight? He said, who? Who? Frank Martin, who? Lamont Roach. Who is Lamont Roach? Oh, he was talking his shit. He back on that Bill Haney shit, man. What do you think of Bill Haney being back on the scene, mocking Gervonta Tank Davis? And is he in a position to mock anybody right now? What do you think, man?
You know, it's getting kind of old now, Bill. Okay? Now, this is not knockout opinion. This is my opinion. Bill Haney's a big liar. Okay? And you say you 50-0 in the streets.
Shit, that's my opinion too. I've been calling him a liar. Yeah, that's my opinion. He be lying his ass off. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, so you know who Frank Martin is. All right. You know who Frank Martin is, and you know who Ryan Garcia is, don't you? Yeah, I bet you do. Now, you gotta stop trying to steal the sun and the shine from your son. All right, your son is the fighter, not you. Your son should be promoting himself, not you. And you should not put your son in there without getting him a tune-up, because we don't know where his head is at. Matter of fact, where is he? Because Ryan, what I hear, he's fighting an exhibition. He's more active than your damn son. You going around doing interviews. You should be trying to find a coach and a trainer to supplement for your mistakes. You ain't 50-0 in the streets. Bounce checks don't count. That don't count. That don't make you a street person writing a bad check. All right? So what you need to do is trying to do more for your son than you have done so far. Now, you did pretty good up to this point, but we all know why he was killing himself to make 135, because he knew what was heading his way once he get out of that weight class. And you know what? It happened. I told everybody that he will lose once he get up in the upper weight classes, and he sure did. Now, please stop acting an ass and get your son some help. Mickey Bay don't count. Mickey Bay don't count. All right.
Why Mickey don't count, bro? Why don't Mickey count, man?
Let me tell you why Mickey don't count.
Why, bro?
First of all, him and Victor Conte are drug chiefs. That's why.
Oh, not Mickey Bay.
Yes.
He's a world champion.
Damn that. He dropped dirty. Right? Why are you hanging around somebody that all PEDs? And why you keep, when you start working for VADA? When you start working for VADA? Because all you keep saying is go to VADA, go test for VADA, go test for VADA. What about you started? You're not saying nothing about that? And why is Victor Conte? It's still up. Anybody want to go see the interview when I asked Bill Haney why you got Victor Conte hanging around your camp? Well, I want to know when somebody dropping dirty. That ain't your business. That's VADA business. They supposed to catch them, not your ass. So what you need to do is, straighten up, all right, and get somebody else in there to help him out. Look at Tio. He got Eddie Reynoso, right? Now you try to get Freddie Rose, but you find out Freddie Rose don't know what the day of the sun is in. So now you need to get somebody to help you out, and not no Mickey Down Bay. All right.
Damn.
So I'm sorry. I'm just giving you the facts, y'all. All right.
I heard that shit. Mickey don't count.
No, he don't damn count.
Damn.
So he dropped dirty. So you so advocate for PEDs. You run into the police every 5 minutes. That's why a lot of people in the boxing community don't want to deal with you no more. So it is what it is. So
shout out to
no, I'm just saying. So
no, keep going.
So Devin should be on Vlad TV. And Vlad, you ain't nothing but a shit starter anyway. That's all you all ever did. You pretty much make your money off of black people and their downfalls, or their upfalls, or their downfall. Cause every time something happens, you got black people on your channel.
Talk to him, KQ. Talk to him,
man. He always trying to expose black people. That's what he try to do all the time, trying to expose black people and get shit started. Every black person and go on there. Look at little Boosie. Been to jail I don't know how many times, but you want to get in his business.
You fuck around, get on Vlad and be like, so you were arrested for murder. Did you do it? Like, what the fuck?
I know. He be asking people,
Vlad, what the fuck?
Are you the police, dude? Why are you asking all these questions like this? Man.
There was a rumor going around that you had 10 pounds of cocaine in your trunk and they pulled you over, but you paid the cops off. What was the cop name? Like, what the fuck? Vlad, get the fuck out of here.
So the bottom line, knockout is, Bill, we don't want to hear from you. You can take all the content creators out to dinner all you want to. We want to hear from Devin. That's who we want to hear from. He got a baby now, supposedly, with the shotgun wedding in Dubai. So therefore, hey, let's hear. Let's hear what he got to say. Let's see what he gonna do. He don't need you to talk for him no more. I think he's a grown man now. I think he can cut his own pancakes now. That's all.
Hey, Cal, I'm saying, OG, you hit the nail on the head. I swear to God, Vlad be like, so we know that you have a pending case that you can't talk about with a drug charge. But they said that you were there on the night of Friday night, 7:30 p.m. You said you weren't there. What's your alibi? Where were you actually? Like, nigga, are you interrogating me right now? What the fuck is wrong with you, Vlad? Shout out to Ty Drayford, man, with the 2-piece in the super chat. She said Bill Haney is a certified goofy. Damn. When you got a woman calling you a goofy, that's crazy. Shout out my brother Crucial Content with the 2-piece in the Cash App. No biscuits. Showing love. I appreciate that, bro. Listen, man, you made me forget that he said some shit about Tank. You took that shit to somewhere else. Let me get back on track, because that shit was good. That was funny. That was a good cook. Bill Haney, you don't get to talk, like, self-awareness, KQ. I think what I've learned about the boxing community in general, what I've learned about boxers of this era and their managers and their daddies and shit, they are not self-aware. Because when what happened to you with Ryan Garcia, whether they took the loss or not, you deserve a no contest. Ryan Garcia is a cheater. I don't fuck with Ryan. But there needs to be some self-awareness to where, like, all right, bro, I shouldn't really be talking shit about this dude, because we fought some of the same fighters and he fucked them up worse than my son did. So when I say that my son is better than him, I'm going to sound crazy to a person with some sense. The only people that's going to eat that shit up is people that are fans of me and my son. How do you call Tank Davis trash or say he ain't fighting no real fighters when Ryan Garcia put your son down like 5 times and Tank Davis made Ryan Garcia quit? It just don't make sense to me, KQ, when I hear that. Like, so he's not good. He made the guy quit, and that same guy put your son on his ass like 4 or 5 times. But he ain't fighting no real fighters. He ain't fought no real fighters, but you are on record, you and your son on record, trying to fight Mario Barrios and trying to fight Pitbull Cruz, 2 fighters that Tank Davis has already beat. like self-aware, like, bro, it just sounds crazy to me. It sounds crazy to me. That's like that. It's like the dumbest shit ever when you say shit like that. So when he said it, bro, I'm listening. Like, did he really just say that? But he can't help because it's been programmed so long, and that's how he got to where he got. That's how his son got to where he got in terms of their star power. Their star power was never dependent upon the performances that Devin was putting on in the ring, KQ. It was always dependent upon saying some salacious, saying some controversial shit about Gervonta Tank Davis. That's how they got their views, bro. That's how they got their clicks. That's how they got people to care about what they were doing and what they were saying, not what he was doing in the ring. And I keep trying to tell this to Keyshawn Davis. I tell Shakur Stevenson fans this, Teofimo Lopez fans this. When all of your attraction is only based on Tank Davis, you only making him bigger, and you making your light only dependent upon him. So you make him a bigger star because people are talking about him no matter what, and they only talk about you in conjunction with him, or you make it to where nobody cares about what you do unless he's involved with it. So, for instance, in the case of Devin Haney, the most talked about match that he ever had was not his undisputed fight with Lomachenko, KQ, was not his undisputed fight with George Kambosos. It's not what he did with Regis. It's not what he did with Ryan. The most talked about thing in Devin Haney's career up to this point is his sparring session with Gervonta Tank Davis. Not even a real fight. The most talked about thing and most controversial thing, the most watched thing, if you go look at the views on YouTube, you can look at all his fight views on YouTube right now. The thing that is watched the most, the thing that's talked about most, is the Gervonta Tank Davis sparring session, bro. And so when you attach yourself to somebody like that, bro, you have to keep doing it. And that's why his dad is on Vlad TV going right back to the formula. Because guess what, KQ? He talked about some other things in that interview, but don't nobody give a fuck about it. Don't nobody care about it. The only thing that people care about is what he had to say about Gervonta Tank Davis. Bill Haney said some other things. They talked about some other topics. Don't nobody give a fuck. Ain't nobody talking about it. So,
Terrence Bill, YouTube, I'm sorry, knockout. YouTube views, they do make people bigger, especially when they line and they pay content creators and take them out to dinner and have them to push his son on their channels. Yes, it do. There you go.
Salute to Stephen L. Mac in the building. What's up? They say everything except let's fight, and they bring up Dev's name first. Not Tank. Devin and his dad have been bringing up Tank's name first for years, bro.
I'm not getting
maybe Keyshawn. You probably right about like Keyshawn or some other fighters, but we on Devin and Tank right now, and that is not true for Tank Davis. But salute, bro. Welcome to the channel. Sub up if you haven't subscribed already. Ruben Langford, I see you in the building. What's good with you? So I don't really got nothing else on that, bro. I do want to stick on Tank Davis though, because Tank Davis has a rematch clause with Lamont Roach, and it's driving people crazy. Why would you have a rematch clause with Lamont Roach? He's so trash. It's a trash ass fight, so we might have to see it twice if Tank lose.
Hold on, knockout. Ain't nobody put me on nowhere. I put my own self on YouTube.
What happened? What's going on? Let me read this.
This Terrence Bill. Trying to start some shit. Ain't nobody put me on. Bill didn't put me on nowhere.
Oh, Terrence.
I did this myself. This ain't knucklehead troll.
That's okay. He's gone now.
Yeah.
He's gone now. He's out of here. Now Tank Davis, Lamont Roach, rematch clause. A lot of people complaining that Tank got a rematch clause on him. What's your thoughts, man? Real quick on Tank Davis giving Lamont Roach a rematch clause. They're saying he shouldn't give him a rematch clause. Tank is scared. He's scary. Why would he put a rematch clause on trash ass Lamont Roach? What do you think about that, man?
Well, people gotta understand Lamont Roach is a champion at 130, and he has fought many times at 135. So he is a champion, and of course, I think that's the right thing to do. Gervonta Davis, because this is boxing, y'all. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. Anything can happen. And yes, when you're the A side, you know, sometimes it's good to have a rematch clause. Because some fighters at the A side, they wish it could have, would have. Because sometimes, you know, if you get beat about someone that you won't expect to get beat by, then man, you like, you know, he want a rematch, but he ain't gonna give you one. You know, so I think Tank is doing the right thing. Now, knockout, is the rematch clause, is it automatically, or if Tank loses?
It's not a bilateral. It's only one way. It's a one-way rematch clause with Tank Davis. If Lamont Roach lose, get the fuck out of here. If Tank Davis lose, he can get a rematch.
Okay, that's what it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I figured that. Okay, all right.
I think anybody complaining about that, you just either A, stupid and don't understand business, or B, you just a hater and you don't care. But when you're in Tank Davis's position, you in Canelo Alvarez's position, you the cash cow, or whatever, you got to get a rematch clause because anything could happen. Yep. What if you fuck your hand up in the first round and now you fight with one hand and you end up losing because you only got one hand? What if you throw your fucking shoulder out? What if Tank Davis starts slow, right? So what if you drop the first 3 rounds, the first 3 rounds of the fight, right? And then you start coming on strong in the 4th round. You fucking him up in the 4th round, but bam, you throw your motherfucking shoulder out in the 5th round. And it goes past 5 rounds. Now they go to the scorecards and you lose 3 rounds to 2 because you about to knock a motherfucker out. You started beating him up, but you threw your fucking shoulder out. You got to put a rematch clause in there to protect yourself from shit like that. Not that you scared, but it's stupid not to.
Right.
It's dumb not to because anything can happen. What if Lamont Roach win the first 3 rounds, Tank start coming on strong, but they headbutt, and now Tank get a big-ass gash over his fucking eye, and it's leaking blood and shit. Or Lamont Roach get a big-ass gash over his eye, and it's leaking blood, and they stop the fight in the 6th round because Lamont Roach can't see, but he won the first 4 rounds. And now he wins on a technical decision, 4 rounds to 2. Why the fuck would you, like, that's dumb. Hold him accountable to what, Jack Palmer, for being smart? He should have a rematch clause. It's dumb not to because anything can happen from an accidental headbutt to you hurting yourself in the fight to anything that can stop the fight early to where we need to see a rematch because you lose on some bullshit. Y'all are crazy, bro. Yeah, like the hate is fucking ridiculous, bro.
I know, man. I've been
or he could just lose a tough or if he lose a tough close ass fight, he deserve a chance to run it back. What's the point? I don't understand the point of being a superstar if you don't get the perks that a superstar get. Canelo, fucking Tank, AJ, they deserve rematches, bro. And then if they don't take the rematch, then we like, oh shit, you ducked, or oh shit, you got beat so bad you didn't want the rematch, whatever. But you supposed to have that shit. This ain't nothing new. The fuck? If Shakur Stevenson fight Joe Cordina, it'd hurt and be stupid not to have a rematch clause. Any of your big time fighters, whether they a huge star or not, from Jaron Ennis to Shakur Stevenson, over on Top Rank, if it's Abdullah Mason, even Abdullah Mason fighting these trash ass people he fighting right now, they should put a rematch clause on. What if they get a lucky punch? Like, y'all, this shit is crazy, bro. Shout out to Jason with the 1 piece in the super chat. I appreciate you, Jason. So anybody criticizing good business, I'm looking at you sideways, bro. It is good business for the A side to have a rematch clause in case some crazy shit happen, because we see fights get stopped for crazy ass reasons all the fucking time, bro. So just in case that happens in your fight, you need to be ready, bro.
Yeah. That's right. Shakur had one on De Los Santos. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and so what if Shakur, what if Edwin would have got that motherfucking win and Shakur had one hand the whole goddamn time? I'm sure every Shakur fan in the building would like for Shakur to have had a rematch clause. What if that one hand fucked Shakur Stevenson up and he lost to Edwin that day? Y'all wouldn't want him to be able to get his get back, bro? Like, come on, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit don't make no sense. But anyway, bro, that's all I got, man. Rematch clause most definitely should be in play, man. Most definitely should be in play. And that's all I got on the KQ. You got anything else on that before we move on?
No. I want to give someone shout out in the Cash App. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Barbara D in the Cash App. All right, I appreciate you, Barbara D, and shout out to my man Darius Lofton, DJL in the Cash App also. All right.
Yeah. Shout out Barbara D as well, man, with the 5-piece in the Cash App. She say support for the channel. Appreciate that, Barbara D. Salute to you.
Yeah.
Salute to you, man. Hey, Calculator say they complaining about car rematch clauses, but y'all got car insurance though. Why have insurance if you a good driver? Now, Calculator, the ones complaining probably ain't got no insurance. They the motherfuckers that hit you, and then you got to put the shit on your own insurance because they ain't had no insurance. They hit your ass and run off.
Oh,
they hit your ass and hand you an insurance card that fucking expired 3 years ago and shit, man. I'm out here in Texas, dog. That shit bad out here, bro. That shit bad out here in certain areas. Motherfuckers don't be having no car insurance. You can just tell by the car they ain't got no car insurance. Goddamn bumper hanging off. Motherfucking goddamn lights is broke. Goddamn they got that shit tied up. The window glass is broke with a trash bag in it and shit. You know them motherfuckers ain't got no insurance. Like, don't hit me, motherfucker. Don't hit my car when your car looking like that.
It's not a law out there.
It's a law, but they don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, shit. They be driving without driver's license, IDs.
Yeah.
Fucking no insurance. Yeah, bro. Certain areas you gotta be careful driving through that motherfucker, man. This shit's crazy, bro.
Man.
She don't make no goddamn sense. Let me see. I wanted to get it was something else.
I'm sorry. Shout out to Crucial Content. That was him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Shout out Crucial Content. Yeah. Okay. I thought that was him because I saw it earlier when he dropped me one. So I wanted to talk about Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk for a minute. So Fury is already looking flubbery. He doesn't look like he is in the best of shape. Look like he put on a lot of weight to get ready for the fight, and looks like he's getting he's preparing to make a lot of excuses. This is what Paulie Malignaggi said about Fury and Usyk over on ProBox TV, talking about Tyson Fury. He says, "My question is physically, is it there at this is it there at this age? Sometimes your mind wants to be there, but your body might not be there. He has always lived a great life in between fights." He's talking about Usyk now. So that sort of ages you fat. Oh, no, he's talking about Fury. He said he hasn't always lived a great life in between fights. So that sort of ages you faster. Let's see if he can get his mind right and if he can bring the physical part into the ring at this age. In the first part of the fight, Fury was doing a great job. Usyk's response was only a matter of time because he was constantly putting on that mental pressure. Cutting off the ring, it was bound to force a mistake at a certain point. Fury never took advantage by backing up Usyk. He let Usyk continually back him up, cut him off, and make him feel that strain and pressure, despite the fact that Fury was boxing well. What do you think of Fury versus Usyk? Who you edging in that fight? You think Usyk gonna get it done again? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think of Fury and Usyk right now, man? They fighting on December 21st, so it's a little less than a month away. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, I have Usyk doing it again because Tyson Fury is not 100% into this fight. Tyson Fury is on the edge of retiring. You can see it, and you can see that he's not taking it seriously like he should be. Everything is kind of like a joke to him, and but Usyk, he's not laughing. And Usyk wants to go in there, take care of business, and come out victorious. Now, Tyson Fury, he having a problem with his knees, I hear, and that happens when you're that tall. When you're that tall, it happens. You know, it happened to a lot of guys that have the height,
especially when you're that tall and you carry around all that fucking weight.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, it's hard. That's heavy. That's heavy on your knees. It's hard on your knees for sure. Yeah, go ahead though.
You know, so you're not going to see a lot of boxing by Fury like he usually do, because I think once upon a time he was one of the best heavyweight boxers. You know, but now you're going to see a slower Fury now, and you're going to see Usyk doing what he usually do, stepping around, using his angles and things like that, and Fury just not gonna he's not going to be able to finish the fight. I don't believe. I really believe he's going to run out of gas because he's not training like he should. So I have Usyk winning this fight.
Yeah, I think I see what you're saying, and for me, I want to see what Fury's game plan is because people weren't on to this when I said it, but the only thing, Fury is not a better boxer than Usyk. Like the only thing that he does better than Usyk is that he's bigger than him and he weighs more weight than him. But Usyk has a better jab, better footwork, better defense. He's just a better boxer, like, and it's not really close. And I think that showed in the first fight. So for me, Fury has to have that same game plan that he had against Deontay Wilder, where he just leans on Usyk, pushes Usyk back, uses his size, box dirty on the inside, and try to beat Usyk up that way. Because if he tries to box with him again, he's gonna lose again. He's gonna lose again. Luca, what's up? He's gonna lose again if he tries to box him that way. Straight up. So I want to see what his game plan is for this next fight. Fury is somebody that is, regardless of me liking him or not, I don't fucking like him at all. But he is somebody that that I believe makes good adjustments. And he adjusted well after the first fight with Deontay Wilder. So I want to see the type of adjustments that he makes in the second fight with Alexander Usyk. So that's always in play for Tyson Fury. And I'll see what he does. Now I did want to read this. My homie Bullet is in the building. Bullet says Daniel Dubois deserves the rematch next. He really won the first time. Bullet, we already went over this. Number one, the fight between Usyk and Daniel Dubois, that shot was on the belt line. So it's a 50-50 proposition that it gets called low. And if it doesn't get called low and Usyk sees that they're counting him out, you don't know what Usyk's response would be, bro. You can't say that. Daniel Dubois had much more time to get the shit done, bro. But he just didn't do it. He just did. Oh, I believe he cheated too, Stephen L. to Mac, but he did go from boxing to moving forward and using his weight, bro. So you can't say that, bro. You don't know, because he's such a dog and a warrior. He probably would have got up. He probably would have got up. AKO, you think we still get Tank versus Roach? Yes, Tank versus Roach is happening, bro. He's not fighting another opponent. That's happening, bro. That's happening. Another thing that happened over the weekend, KQ, is Richardson Hitchens and Liam Perot, they had their face off. They had their face off on the zone. Richardson Hitchens was talking crazy. He was talking crazy. And let me just go back real quick because I see y'all in the chat.
Africa, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was talking crazy. I'm gonna go back to it though because I want to respond to the chat. I hear what y'all saying. If you don't think it was a low blow, that's fine. It hit right on the belt line on the trunks. That's a 50-50 call for the ref. What I'm telling y'all is Usyk saw that the ref called it a low blow. So, of course, he milked it or whatever. If he saw the ref counting, y'all don't know how he would have reacted, bro. That's all I'm telling y'all. Like, he looked up. He's on the ground. Like, God damn, that was a low blow. He looks up. The ref is like, take your time. You got 5 minutes. I called it a low blow. If he looks up at the ref and the ref is like 1, 2, you don't know how he would have reacted, bro. You don't know how he would have reacted. Yeah, he did. AT Smooth. Salute to Cigar Talk. So that's why you can't say Dubois won the fight. Because what if Usyk gets up, survives the rest of the fight, and then continues to do what he did to Dubois for the rest of the fight? You don't know, bro. You don't know. So you can't say he won the fight is all I'm telling you. That's a 50-50 call, number one, because I believe it was on the stomach too. But the way that he was hunched over, bow, you hit him right in the belt line. Everybody watching boxing knows that's a 50-50 call for the ref. They might call it low. They might let you have it. He looks up at the ref calls it low, and then he rides around, milks it and shit, uses all the time, so forth and so on. If he sees him counting, y'all don't know what he would have done, bro. So you can't say he won the fight. You can't do that. But does he deserve a rematch after what he did to Anthony Joshua, what he did to Jarrell Big Baby Miller? You goddamn right. If you Usyk and you beat Fury, the only fight I want to see is Daniel Dubois. We agree that he deserves the rematch. You just can't say he won the first fight. Usyk made his ass quit. It is what it is, bro. Now, Perot and fucking Hitchens, KQ, our last topic. Hitchens talking crazy. He say anybody could have beat Subriel Matias. All Liam Perot do is throw a couple punches and then he grab your ass. He talking crazy like Liam Perot ain't a dog. And he told Liam Perot, meet me in the middle of the ring. what do you think of Richardson Hitchens and talking shit to Liam Perot and trying to downgrade the Subriel Matias win? But then at the same time, he was acting like Subriel was the boogeyman and shit. He was talking out of both sides of his neck, man. What do you think of Richardson Hitchens versus Liam Perot? Who you edging in that fight right now, man?
Well, I have Perot winning, but let me tell you why. Richard Hitchens, he's a good fighter. Just not a real powerful. I think he wasted a lot of time over at Mayweather Promotions sitting on the shelf when he could have been utilizing that time to get better and better and better. Now, I'm glad he left. Yes, he is getting better now. But you're not that great right now to criticize another fighter. I get you probably maybe trying to sell a fight, maybe, I don't know. But the thing is that right now, your power, you have nothing to keep Perot off of you. And Perot will come after you and pretty much put them hands on you. Now, Richardson and Hitchens, yes, he got a great jab out there. He got the arm length. He got the reach. He got the height. You know, but you got to put all that together, and he hasn't done that quite great yet. You know, so I'm going to go with Perot on this one. But I don't understand this Matias downplaying that fight, because Matias, at one time, he was scared. People were scared to fight this guy, or they didn't want to step in the ring. I'm not going to say scared. They didn't want to step in the ring with him. No, but still in all, I still think that Hitchens, he can get better, you know, but he's just not better right now for Perot. Perot, you know, so, but still in all, he's better than what he was. And I'm so glad that he did leave Mayweather Promotions, because now he can be who he is. And he's still young. He's still young, so don't worry about that. He's still young. So now we get a chance to see a good fight, but Perot, he's gonna win this fight, no doubt about it. So
shout out, yeah man. Shout out to Tunnel Vision with the 5-piece in the suit chat. He say Shakur needs to fight the winner of this fight. He can always move back down. It's the best fight Eddie can realistically make. Well, you know, Shakur Stevenson most recently said that Richardson Hitchens is still his brother, even though he owns some whole shit, and so he won't fight Richardson Hitchens. So you gotta be rooting for Liam Perot, Tunnel. You gotta be rooting for Liam Perot, because Shakur will not fight Richardson Hitchens. That's what he said out of his own mouth. Shakur fans, don't blame me. Your boy got more brothers than a little bit. Your boy got more brothers than a little bit. Now, as far as Shakur moving up and then moving back down, you know, the only person that has those type of expectations placed on him is Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. Yeah. That's the only one that had him. So if you were like Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo, Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? You ain't expected to do that. Like, Teach ain't gonna call for Shakur to move up to 140 to fight a champion. He'll call for Tank to do it, though. You know what I mean? These Shakur fans, they don't want him moving up and moving back down. They only want that shit from Tank. They only want Tank to do that shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Jack Palmer, he'll call for Tank to do some shit like that. They won't call Luka. Luka won't call for Shakur to do no shit like that. So that's expecting too much. You see that? You see that right there? See, I ain't making it up. See, Tank should go up to 140 and fight Rayo at his weight class, because Rayo is a champion. But Shakur should just stay at 135, because they don't believe in their fighters like that, bro. They believe in Tank more than they believe in their favorite fighters. They think that Tank is better than him. So that sounds good. It's a good idea. But look at them. They're letting you know, I would only ask Tank to do it, 100. Never Shakur, though. He thinks Tank is better than Shakur. He just won't say it. He's saying it without saying it, bro. So that's a good idea, right? That's a really good idea. But they don't believe in Shakur like that. They would rather Shakur fight Joe Cordina. They want to see Shakur versus fucking Zelfa Barrett or some shit, and then just say everybody ducked him. Yeah, that's what they own, bro. That's what they own. Tank is the only one that they expect that from, because they know he's better than their favorite fighter. Now, back to what we were talking about Liam Perot and Richardson Hitchens. I say this all the time, KQ. I don't like the way that Richardson Hitchens is talking, because I know he don't fight like that.
Right.
Like I say this about these boxers with no power. They use lateral movement. They rely on their defense. KQ, they talk the spiciest, bro. They talk the craziest, and then they get in there and they be cautious than a motherfucker. That lets me know you don't believe what you're saying, bro. Like, you not like, come on, Kate. Like, Richardson Hitchens is not about to meet Liam Perot in the middle of the ring, bro. It's not about to happen. He's going to be boxing. He's going to be moving. He's going to be using his length. He's going to be using his reach. He's going to be doing all of that. He's not going to meet him in the center of the ring and bang it out with him. And to try to belittle his win over Subriel Matias when you duck Subriel Matias, that just sounded crazy to me, bro. It sounded crazy to me. Like, I don't like that, bro. Because why didn't he fight? He was supposed to fight Subriel Matias. The only reason Liam Perot got the shot was because Richardson Hitchens didn't want it, bro. People forget that his fight with Gustavo Limons was a title eliminator. He was supposed to be fighting Subriel Matias, and he said, the 10-pound rehydration clause, I can't do that. I can't make that. Now you're doing that same rehydration clause for Liam Perot because you think you got one. Perot ain't no pushover, though. And Perot is very, very confident right now. Richardson Hitchens better be careful, man. Shout out to Todd Drakeford with the 2% in super chat. He says, KO, I love how you continue to expose the hypocrisy. I always will. I always will. And they can't do nothing but know I'm right. They can't do nothing but know I'm right, bro. These dudes expect more Tank Davis than their favorite fighter while claiming their favorite fighter will beat him. Make that shit make sense. You hold him to a higher standard and expect more of him than your favorite fighter while picking your favorite fighter to beat him. Let me know that you think he better than your favorite without telling me, bro. That's all y'all doing. Shout out Deem by any means. What's up? He said, I got Perot in the fight. I'm sorry. You ain't got to apologize for a smart pick. You ain't got to apologize for a smart pick, man.
Yeah.
We got 3 minutes left. Let me see. What can
shout out to Kurt Hurd and the Cash App. I appreciate you, Kurt Hurd. All right. Dean by any means. What's going on?
What's going down, man?
Yeah.
What's going down, Dean?
So yeah, I do have Perot and Richard Hitchens. Like I say, he's getting better. But he's just not there yet. He doesn't have the power to keep Perot off of him. And right now, Perot, and I ain't saying he's on his high horse, but that's a good accomplishment to beat the boogeyman of the division. So he keep on marching forward. That's what you got to do. So 2-1 stop him. Yeah.
Put a link in the chat to it, Howard. Oh, Howard ain't got no wrench. Somebody go to Shakur's Twitter and put in what Howard is talking about. He says Shakur just posted something about him and Tank on Twitter. I would like to talk about that for the last topic of the show. If somebody could put that link in the chat, that'd be great. Shout out to Skills from New Orleans.
What's up,
Skills? 5 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He say, KO, salute at the highest level. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Shout out Jason Fewell with the 5 piece in the super chat. He says, could y'all give me boxing hackers wrench? Nah, but I'll give you a wrench, though. Detail the truth is in the building. Other fighters are unifying titles, KO. Tank is Jake Paul in this shit, cap. All cap.
Yeah.
All cap.
Yeah,
all cap. Loma ducked him. Tank Davis is fighting world champions currently in boxing. Jake Paul is fighting a 60-year-old Mike Tyson. Stop capping, bro.
Yeah, Jason, come on over to the channel tomorrow. I'll give you a wrench, too.
Yeah, I got you, Jason. Ron C with the 10 piece in the super chat. He say, appreciate the show. Keep bringing it. Always. All right, they put it in the chat. Let me find this shit. Hold on. Y'all give me a second so I can read this shit to KQ. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Let me see this shit. Let me read. Let me listen to it. This is Richard Hitchens. Hold on.
time, like they sparred, like it was like a check, you know, like he's really nice, like Shakur really nice, like all that walk down shit, like can't walk down. He can really fight. So it was like switch his strategy up and like same shit. Like
okay, so basically, KQ Richard Hitchens.
Okay. One second. Shout out to Ron C and the Cash App. Appreciate you, bro. All right. Yes,
All right, so Richard Hitchens basically said Tank caught Shakur with a shot the first time. Shakur took it well, and if it was 8-ounce gloves on, he don't know how Shakur would have reacted to it. Then the second time they fought, it was a chess match, and it was all competitive, and basically it was 50-50. That the sparring match went good, and that Shakur didn't. Shakur took Tank's punch very well, basically. And then the second time, Tank switched it up on him, and it was a chess match, but it was a good sparring. It was a good sparring session. That's what Richard Hitchens said about the sparring session between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson posted, said he ain't tell no lies. What you think of
that? I think he's holding back a little bit. I think he don't want to be totally honest because that is his guy, his brother, you know, and which is okay. Which is okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But then again, Knockout, this is sparring. This is sparring. And this is not a real fight. And plus, with 8-ounce gloves on, we don't know how Shakur would have took a punch from Tank Davis. I mean, it just, I don't know if they had headgear on or not, but still, you know, it's sparring. It's practice. You working on things, you know, but then again, maybe they was being competitive in there. I know maybe Shakur did get the best of Tank in there. You know, that's what sparring is for. So, you know, I'm not really going to give a lot of credence to that, but yeah, Shakur, no one never said he was a bad fighter. You know, he got great defense, no doubt about that. You know, and Tank, of course, he got great offense, and he got great ring IQ. You know, I mean, Tank got the all-around package. So we don't know how that sparring match was going, and so Richard Hitchens trying to pretty much tell the truth, but cannot make it sound so bad, you know. So that's you know.
So yeah, we about to wrap the show, and don't worry, we will be doing a video on this tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna be talking about this in my live stream tomorrow. I'm so glad this topic came up, and salute to Howard for bringing it up, and salute to Cal for putting the link in the chat. Now, I love watching Shakur Stevenson fans and people that don't like Tank Davis. I love watching them think that they got something, right? I love watching them like get excited, like, okay, yeah, we got something. That's right, Shakur, nigga, we got something. I love watching that, and then just burning their fucking house down and just making them come to reality, like in real time. Like, I love doing that shit. So let me say this, bro. Do you know how bad it had to be that Tank Davis, that Richardson Hitchens was talking like that about Tank and Shakur Stevenson? Because you got to remember, this is the same Richardson Hitchens that Tank Davis just fell out with because of what he did with Edgar Berlanga. Remember when he was going behind Tank Davis back, telling Edgar Berlanga what Tank was saying, and he made Tank and Edgar Berlanga get into it, and now Tank want to fight Richardson Hitchens, and they not cool no more. He said, F Richardson Hitchens, and he kicked him out, and they not friends no more. Now Richardson Hitchens is back cool with Shakur. He back cool with Shakur, and the most he can speak on Shakur's behalf is that it was competitive. It was a chess match. Tank did catch him with a real good shot. So how bad had it really must have been that you still got to talk like that after you and Tank fell out? Okay, bro. Y'all go ahead and rock with that shit. You know what I heard? You know what I heard? Tank Davis ain't got no problem with Shakur Stevenson defense. He can hit him clean just fine. Wow. That's what I heard. Tank Davis had no problem with his defense. He can hit him clean just fine. Oh, and when they sparred the second time and it was a chess match, Tank was good enough to change up his strategy and box with him too. That's what I heard.
Ring IQ.
That's what I heard. I don't know what y'all heard, but what I just heard, when he can catch him clean, no problem. Your defense cool, I still can catch you clean. 16s on, headgear. Caught your ass clean, so clean. Hitchens like, oh shit, hey man, you all right? And then I heard he good enough. If it turned into a chess match, he can box with him too. That's what I heard. Coming from a nigga that Tank ain't cool with no more. Still had to give him props.
Wow.
Y'all go ahead and run with that if you want to. Y'all go ahead and consider that a W if you want to. Go ahead. That's what I heard though. Yeah. Y'all run with that. Oh, you heard that chess match. Shakur said he didn't catch him clean. No, remember? He didn't catch me clean. It was a chess match. But now it's all facts when he say he caught you with a shot so good. He caught the nigga with a shot so good it made him take his shirt off. He ain't catch him clean. It wasn't shit. He caught the nigga so good it made him hold on a second. Because you gotta stop the sparring session and take your shirt off. In the middle of the sparring session, nigga got caught so clean he had to take his shirt off.
I gotta listen to that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all take that W. But KQ, it's been a great show. I gotta go watch these sorry ass Cowboys. So yeah, y'all pray for me, man. Y'all pray for me. Shout out to KQ. Shout out to Miss KO. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the super chat and the cash apps. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'll be live tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm sure y'all will want to come up and talk about what just happened with the sparring session and what they released. We'll drop a video on it. We'll have fun with it tomorrow. But y'all take it easy. We'll be live tomorrow. KQ, let them know when you're going to be live, man.
Yes, sir. I will be live tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. And what was his name? Ron? I forgot his name again. Yeah, so just drop by.
It was
so I can give him a wrench.
Jason Fewell.
Fewell, yes, sir. All right. So I'll be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate everybody that came in. I appreciate everybody with the cash app. And make sure you hit the like button on the way out if you haven't hit it already. All right.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a great Sunday, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow night at 7:30. Peace, y'all.
Peace.